Hello guys, Fearmaky here. We're back again on herosiege Season 11. Alright, and we're going to be talking about Chaos Towers. What is going on? It's been the third day since the season has been launched, and we have a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. There's been a lot of patches, a lot of server restarts, etc., etc. But I had the opportunity again, the fortunate opportunity again, to speak with game developer designer Wooksy, who shed some light on what is Chaos Towers, what are they about, what is the seasonal theme about, why do they keep resetting? There's no loot dropping at the end. Blah, 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 blah. How do we trigger them? I barely see them. I see them more in normal difficulty, and on Hell and Nightmare as opposed to Inferno. So we're going to get into all of that. All right. But in the meantime, a shameless plug. If you guys have not seen it yet, please visit the YouTube channel. Check out the beginner's quick tip guides. It will help you with season 11 of Hero Siege, no matter what character you're starting with. Okay, it's a general guide that's going to help you guys out. In addition, the white mage, the master that we played last season, season 10. Okay, the meta mage is still viable. From speaking with the community, from speaking with Wooksy. So if you guys are interested in playing the white mage, it's extremely strong. Majority of the items, if not most, still work on the build. You cannot go wrong with following the guide and following the build. Okay, so make sure you guys check it out. All right, the white mage meta build. Anyways, let's dive into it. I got some stuff I want to show you guys here shortly, but in the meantime, let's get into the details of what Chaos Towers is. So Chaos Towers is broken up into stages, all right, which the developer Wooksy is calling it 10 waves per tower. So you go through 8 randomized waves, okay, and you kill 100 plus mobs in those waves, just like the wormholes. The last 2 waves are considered the boss waves, which you'll fight a boss on one floor, and then the last wave you'll fight 2 bosses. Okay, totaling 10 waves, which they call it a stage. All right, and once you've cleared those bosses, you have cleared a tower, essentially clearing a stage. Clearing 10 towers, which equates to 100 floors, unlocks the seasonal boss. Killing the seasonal boss frees Kukkonen, which is trapped. So clearing the tower 10 times, which equals 100 floors, spawns the seasonal boss. And from what we gathered, you need to do this in one session. You cannot die. You cannot log out of the game, or else the quest and the counter will reset. I'm not sure if this is intended yet. That's the one thing we forgot to ask Wooksy about. And the reason why is we knew they were patching the game. Actually, patch was coming out within the next couple of hours from what he told us. So we assumed that this was going to be fixed, and the issues with the tower, the desync, players and parties not seeing it, bosses at the end not dropping loot, you're being kicked out back to town as opposed to back to the lobby. All of that stuff we assumed was going to be fixed, but apparently, not. I mean, I've cleared over 10 towers, but as you can see, my quest only says I've only cleared 1. And if I log out of the game and come back later, completely exit to the desktop and come back, you'll be gone. Or if I die, it completely resets. I don't know if that's intended or not, but as of right now, if you want to get 10 out of 10, don't log out, don't die, and just, do the damn thing. Okay? Next, let's move on to Coffer rewards and claims. So what happens once you clear a tower? Each time you visit the Chaos Tower again in the world, you'll be given the option to claim your previous cleared tower / stages for rewards, or keep stacking them for even greater rewards. If you claim a coffer or die during the Chaos Tower, Your coffer rewards and bonuses are all lost and your bonuses return to 0, meaning you'll have to clear 10 stages again, the tower again, in order to claim any rewards. Claiming coffers offers specific seasonal themed satanic loot, which only drops from these coffers or the seasonal boss kill, meaning once you've cleared 10 towers consecutively and you spawn the seasonal boss, then you have a 10% chance at the brand new items, which we're going to get into. Okay? Which is here. Chaos Tower spawns, killing a certain amount of elites, bosses, act bosses, all increase the chance of spawning a Chaos Tower in your seed. Currently, Chaos Towers is competing with Shadow Realm spawn ratios, unstable rifts, and dungeons. This will be reworked to spawn more often. So, if you're getting a lot of towers in normal, well, they recently in the latest patch removed the ability from Chaos Towers to spawn in normal mode. But if you're getting a lot of Chaos Towers on Inferno and Hell, I'm sorry, Nightmare and Hell, and all of a sudden you get to Inferno, there's no more towers. Well, that's because the spawn ratio is being shared with the Shadow Realm, the Unstable Rifts, and the dungeons. They're going to rework that and tweak it, so obviously we get the seasonal buff spawning more often than those other spawns. Okay, but that's the issue there. You cannot open a portal inside a Chaos Tower, so be sure to sell all your items and go in there with empty bags, so that way when you're rained with loot, showered with loot, you can collect all of it and sell it for currency, because you will need that currency. Don't sleep on that. Okay, if you remember watching my other guides for season 10, you're gonna see that it's vital to keep picking up legendaries, keep picking up mythics, because you can sell them back to the blacksmith Torsten over here, all right, to give you gold. And you're gonna need a ton of gold, all right, to buy keys, to respec, you know, to do anything else you want to do in the game. So it's very important that you do that if you're playing for the long term. All right, there's a quick tip there. We'll do more videos on tips another time, but this is all about Chaos Towers. Anyways, new items. Okay, there's 5 total new items, and they all have a 10% chance to spawn in the tower. All right, from killing the seasonal boss or the coffers, according to Wooksy. Okay, so if you're fortunate enough to stay online, not die, not crash, and you can make it to the end and kill the last boss, or even claim a coffer, there's a 10% chance for you to get these 5 new items, which are Gem King's Garb, which is a chest piece. Okay, the Pendant of Eternity, which is a neck piece, the Sight of the Gods, which is a helmet, which will increase your fog of war vision on your minimap when you're running around. That's what the affix on the helm does. The Giant Band of Strength, which is a ring. And finally, the Belt of Skulls, which is a belt. The belt has a buff which has a 25% chance to give you a random buff that lasts 45 seconds. One of the buffs, for example, is movement speed. You can gain a movement speed for 45 seconds and just be speeding around. Okay? I believe you cannot get another buff to overlap it, or additional buffs until that one has run out. I'll have to confirm with Wooksy, but I think it's 1 buff per 45 seconds. Okay? We also addressed some issues and concerns with the towers. So he told us quality of life would be implemented in the towers. One of them, which is a bug fix, obviously, bosses at the end not spawning in loot, and not spawning loot, which is not intended, or not spawning at all. All right, and we've also asked them about, well, what happens if you spawn into the tower by accident with your bags half full or probably full? Then all those items that are dropping their currency that you could be selling is completely lost, especially now that you can't drop a portal and pour it out and pour it back in, which was causing a lot of desync issues. So we asked him to add a vendor in there, you know, for us to dump our items. He said he's going to look into that and see if that's a possibility. Nothing here is a promise. But it would be nice, right, guys, to get a vendor inside, you know, so you could dump your items and sell. Anyways, also a wave counter. You know, at first when we were starting out, obviously I think later on in the week it'll be second nature to all of us and you guys. But you want to know if you're at wave 10, I'm sorry, if you're at wave 3, wave 6, or wave 7, or if you're going to engage the boss on the next wave. One, it would be good to just understand what's happening, and also know what's coming next. That's something he's going to look into as well and see if they could do that. All right. But essentially, when you're at the first boss stage, you know that you're at wave 9. And once you're at the second boss stage, you're at wave 10. And once you kill him and you pour back out, you have cleared the tower. And then the way to claim your reward after is to find another tower in the world. Okay. So yeah. So that is that, guys. I'm going to put some notes and pictures here of the items so you can take a look at it. This one here being the Gem King's Garb. Okay, it's an amazing piece of loot. There is a secret tied into this chest that I cannot share. Okay, but it'll be very interesting to see what you guys do with it and what you guys discover and what options you choose to do with it. Once you know what it does. All right, if Wooksy blesses us later, or somebody has already acquired the chest and leaks it out, or puts it up on the Discord somewhere, etc., then I can put that description on the video description here, explaining what each of the buffs does, which I will later as well, but as of right now I can't share that. Okay, unless I get the blessing from Wooksy. The Pendant of Eternity is the neck. The Sight of the Gods obviously is the helmet. That gives you sight. He told us that. Okay. The Giant Band of Strength is the ring. And the Belt of Skulls is the belt, which this he did allow us to share. Gives you a 25% chance to get a random buff for 45 seconds, which can be any random buff. Extra crit damage, movement speed, a bunch of different random buffs. I can get more clarification from him exactly what those buffs are, and as I get the description of each one of these buffs and I'm allowed to share them, or as the community discovers them and also makes it public on Discord, then I will go back to the video and edit the video description of each item name and what their buffs do, so that way you guys know what to look forward to in season 12. All right, so I hope this covers it all. With that being said, it's been an amazing season launch. Okay, I know the devs are going through a lot. We're trying to update the game. I know Elias, Rexy, is helping out the community a lot. Justy, all of them. I know, Rexy has helped unban some of my friends and unban a lot of you guys. So these guys are working a lot, and trying to get the patch working and stable, trying to get the game the way it's supposed to be. And it will be. Season 10 was a great season, and season 11 so far is also going to be a great season as well, just based on all the stuff that you can do and all the content that's in the game. Just think about it. The content from season 10 is still there. Shadow Realms, the Shadow Towers, all of that. All right. So with that being said, you guys have a great one. Keep grinding. All right. And yes, I did roll a Paladin for season 11, and I am going to go with the Hammerden build. Okay, as I learn more and I discover more and I test out more, I'm going to break the mold. I'm not going to go with the auto attacking beast that the Shakaden is. All right, there's a lot of my friends playing the Shakaden. I'm sure you guys are watching other people's streams playing the Shakaden. It's definitely viable. It's extremely strong. But these guys know I always like to do my own thing with the community, with your guys' help, with Wooksy's help and everybody's help. I like to do my own thing, test out new things, break the mold, discover something on my own, or something with the help of even of the community and people on my stream. And hopefully I can do that. If we can find a meta Hammerden build, it'd be awesome. And if we can't, and it doesn't trump Shakaden or even doesn't compete with it, it'll still be cool to play the Hammerden and showcase its potential and how viable it still is. Early game and late game, and just to have different variations of builds. But yeah, Shakaden is definitely viable, guys. Extremely strong. Okay, I know a lot of players is playing it, but I can tell you, do not sleep. Do not sleep on the Hammerden. I'm telling you that right now. Okay, do not sleep on the Hammerden. Every build is viable. In the end, it's a matter of what you enjoyed the most, what you're having fun with, and I hope you guys have a blast discovering your own builds and doing the damn thing. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed the content, please comment, like, and smash that subscribe button. Please check out the stream, Fearmaky, on Twitch. Okay, I'll be trying to stream here as much as possible. It's been a crazy week. We're trying to do this video, family, birthdays, events. You know how life is. But alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow though. We'll be streaming here shortly. And yeah, we'll be grinding it out. Please smash that subscribe button. Check me out. Roll deep. Woo!